In the heart of a quiet village, an old wooden bridge stretched across a rushing river. It had been there for generations, connecting the village to the vast forest of mountains beyond. But no one had crossed it in years. The bridge is dangerous, the elders would say. It's too old. It might collapse at any moment, the adults would warn. There's nothing important on the other side anyway, the villagers would conclude. And so the bridge stood in silence, a forgotten path to an unknown world. One day, a young boy named Lucas stood at the edge of the bridge and asked, "If no one has crossed it, how do we know it's broken?" The villagers exchanged glances, but no one had an answer. Finally, someone muttered, "We don't need to know. We don't need to cross." But Lucas looked past the bridge, beyond the river, to the towering trees and the golden peaks of the distant mountains. He wondered what lay beyond, what secrets and wonders the other side held. So he made a decision. His heart pounded as he placed his foot on the first wooden plank. It creaked under his weight, but it did not break. The river roared beneath him. The wind whispered against his skin, but he took another step. And another. "Come back!" someone called from behind him. But Lucas didn't stop. The bridge, though old, was strong. The wood, though worn, still held firm. And as he took the final step onto solid ground on the other side, he turned back and shouted, "It's safe!" There's so much here you've never seen. Wildflowers of colors he had never imagined stretched across the land. Trees bore fruits that smelled sweeter than anything in the village. A path led further into the unknown, promising adventure and discovery. But when he looked back, the villagers still stood on the other side, hesitant. They had seen him cross. They had heard his words. But fear still held them in place. And Lucas understood sometimes. People don't stay behind because they can't move forward. They stay because they choose not to. So he turned away from the past and stepped into the future. Sometimes we fear something simply because we've never tried to face it. The bridge was never broken. The fear of crossing it was. Opportunities lie just beyond the things we hesitate to step toward. The first person to cross is not always the strongest, but the one who dares despite their fear.